Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kandid Konversations with your girl, Kyra. How's it going out here today? I hope all is well and everyone is blessed. We do not have our co-host today, Jay. He is doing big things right now, so we have to excuse him for this wonderful deacon with us tonight.
Hello,
Say hi,
everybody. How
Jay.
y'all doing?
Sorry for being on. I know I'm a tad late today, but it's all good in the hood. Hey, April, how you doing? Hey, Chanel, how you doing? Um, so we are going. Today's conversation is going to be, of course, the hot topic, Will and Jada. From Enchanted to Entangled. So, my views on the entanglement, as she calls it, which I don't understand why it's called the entanglement. Um, it is what it is. You do what you do. If you're dealing with somebody else, you're dealing with somebody else. It's not that big of a deal, for me anyway. I think that them coming to the table about it, it wasn't necessary, even though the deacon disagrees.
I fully agree.
I think that since it happened like 4 years ago, I don't think that it was necessary. It was something old. He brought it up. It was what it was. It did what it did. If they were separated, I fully don't believe everything that was being said about they were separated when it happened and all that other nonsense. Like, yeah, I don't believe that part. But they had their front. He had her back. So I commend Will Smith on having her back. But yeah, I don't think that I don't truly believe everything that was said. I think it was a lot of sugarcoating going on. I do. I think it was a little sugarcoating going on. I understand people have their issues in their marriages, but if you're gonna bring it to the table and you want to put people in your business, you might as well just put it all out there.
You're absolutely right. But I think I think the lesson that we should get on this. I've been talking about this for a couple of days because this is the hot topic. But the lesson that we should be coming from this is mind your darn business. Mind your business. Stay out of married folk business because you don't know what it takes to keep a marriage going. 4 years ago, this junk happened 4 whole years ago. 4 of them. Before that was what? 2016. 2016.
That's what I'm saying. It was, but I think it became a topic because of August. If I'm not
right. Absolutely right.
If I'm not mistaken, he made it a hot topic by bringing it up.
He made it a hot topic because he was able to accomplish something that most men in Hollywood only dreamt of doing, and that was getting a piece of Jada Pickett's butt. That's all to it. August comes out, and he was like, I know think about it, 2016, these cats were separated, quote-unquote separated. They took a break. But we had no idea that they took a break. We had no idea. They took a break, but whatever Hollywood functions, you saw them together. They didn't miss a beat. They still was relationship goals to most people. Most people was like, "Ooh, Will and Jada. I want a love like Will and Jada's." That's what you had. Just had a Will and Jada love, where it's nobody's business what's going on in their marriage. And now August come along like, hey y'all, I know y'all couldn't y'all did something. I did something y'all only wish y'all could do. The incomparable Jada Smith, Pickett Smith. Yeah, I was all up in that. Because remember, her and Will got married at the peak of their both of their careers. So Jada Pickett, she was that young, hot Philly, good. Woo, she was beautiful. And then she married Will Smith, so that just cut her vagina off from everybody else in Hollywood. She had the unattainable vagina. So August is coming out to let the world know her vagina wasn't all that unattainable.
Yeah, but you never know who went after who.
It's not about who went after who. It's about the fact that he got the draws.
Hey, Marcus.
GTD.
But they was in like, well, the way they both explained it, they was like in a full blown relationship.
Right. There wasn't a relationship. It was an entanglement.
Will Smith cleared that up real fast, real quick. He said that was not an entanglement. He said that was a relationship. So he cleared that up real quick. Like, we gonna let that be what it's gonna be. Because I've never heard of such a thing, of you calling your situation an entanglement. That was, to me, hilarious.
She got entangled. What do you mean you never? That's that's what happens when you get entangled.
But is it considered cheating if they were separated?
No, absolutely not. She was doing her thing, he was doing his thing.
So then therefore it shouldn't have mattered. The whole conversation, the hot topic, the entanglement, all of that, it just shouldn't have mattered. Because
exactly. The only difference was they felt like they needed to come because August had set the stage and told his story. So therefore, there was more to the story. So now Will and Jada had to come out nicely rehearsed, might I add. That was a nice. They were very well rehearsed. Like, they did maybe 7 takes before they said, "All right, this is the one we're going to do." But they did their nicely rehearsed act and got up to say, "Hey, there's more to the story than what August is saying." She done ran out. Her table stopped being red. Her table was starting to be pink. It was starting to get faded a little bit. People they started not watching because it was the same old stuff. Like, they were just pulling out the same. All her storylines was pretty much the same. So it wasn't as it wasn't as hot as it used to be. So now how do we make this hot? Hey, let's have Will come on. Like, Will done been on the show like 17 times and they only had like 10 episodes. Like, how much more conversation we have to have with Will and Jada Pickett? But no, let's come on one more time because right now it's all about what August is saying. Everybody want to talk about August in the middle of July.
But to be honest, they brought it to the table, and I saw the I got bit up so bad over the weekend. But they brought it to the table, but what did they really bring to the table? Except they wanted to clear the fact of August stating that Will Smith gave him permission to be with his wife.
Right.
So, I don't know if that was the whole purpose of them coming to the table, just so you could let everybody know, like, no, my husband did not give another man permission to bang me, basically.
But that's pretty much what happened. That's pretty much what it was. He was like, hey, partner, come on, let me tell you something. Go on in there and get some of that. Go in there and get some of that unattainable vagina. I know.
It wasn't like they could put anything to the table.
No, it was just telling their side of the story.
Separate.
Right.
Wasn't no. What was the story then? We were separated. I got with August. No, Will didn't give him permission.
Right.
Like, I make my own decisions. I decided to get into a relationship with.
Right. Exactly.
The eight. They never, and that's all that was really said about the entanglement. It wasn't like it was like, oh, good juicy news, because you can't really say too much, because you say too much, August gonna get up there and say what he got to say.
Right, because he doesn't.
So
You didn't want to
it
poke the bear.
should have been at the table too.
She,
You want to put
right. That would have been the conversation I would have wanted to tune into. Bring all three of them to the table. Let's get all three of them popping. Let's do
you know
that.
what I'm saying? You gonna bring it to the table? Let's bring it to the table.
Right. Let's have a real table talk. Let's get this triangle popping. Let's get turn that red table into a triangle. Come on, somebody. Let's watch this thing together, and let's get down to the nitty gritty. But then what she didn't want to do is she didn't want to poke the bear, because you had to be very careful on what they were saying so that
It's
August doesn't
poked.
come out with a rebuttal. Like,
He could still come out with a rebuttal to whatever was said at that table, which is why, I mean, you can't really know everything that happened within that little triangle that they got going on, because the third party ain't there.
right.
So, it's just, he said this, they said this, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was hilarious to me. And the memes, I don't know, the internet is out of control.
It's been out of control.
But the meme is hilarious. Hilarious. I just look at it like, but Jada, yo, she funny. She real funny. She took that whole situation with her, trying to sugarcoat it, and she didn't hold no real accountability to it. Because I'll just look at it as like, August is the age of your child.
Right.
You was okay with dating somebody that was your child's age. That was like, okay.
You're not okay. You not okay dating somebody your child's age?
That's what?
Not right now, but of course I'm talking about what Taji was 18. So yeah, that's a little much. But I'm talking about like in about 5 years.
Well, kids ain't that old. They're only in their 20s.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So in like 5 years,
But
you see some young hunk of goodness, and he just
Oh,
happened
no.
to be Taji's age, and he over here looking at you, giving you them eyes.
No.
You
No.
meet a 20. Oh, here we go. You meet a 23-year-old, looking, a Method Man looking cat coming here like, hey girl, how you doing?
No. Now, Method Man, if it was the actual Method Man, that's something different. No. But no, I'm not dating nobody my kid's age. That's nasty. No. And I know some women don't mind doing it, but I ain't that type of cougar. We ain't doing that. Nah. No way, no how. Sorry. It is just certain boundaries that you just don't touch. And that's one of them. And then at that, they said this boy was sick when he came to their home or whatever. So it's
her JJ nursed him back to health. Come on, somebody. Anybody got that? Anybody got that healing for JJ?
Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you something. Method Man, and that's like, that's my celebrity crush right there. Method Man is my celebrity crush. That's a fine specimen of a man. But, yeah, no, Derek is always playing devil's advocate, always.
What are you talking about?
April, you don't see her commenting? April says all my men have to be older. I mean,
well, that's now.
It's
That's
okay.
now. Once your JJ has stewed a little bit longer, has picked up more seasoning. Than
It's so stupid. Yeah.
once it has stewed to the peakness of its freshness, you're going to have younger gentlemen coming along because collards seasoned just right stick to your bones.
No, I, I don't think dating someone younger, but it has like no, I'm not dating somebody that's 20 years younger than me. Like, what do you really have to offer me besides sex? Seriously?
She found her wholeness to him. So what do you mean?
No, I she didn't because is she still with him?
No.
She broke. She broke that little. She broke that boy heart. That's why he went up there on that doggone interview and said what he said. Because that boy is still heartbroken. She just took advantage of that young boy. Mm-mm.
No, he thought that she was going to like
Ain't happening.
really, he thought that she was really going to leave Will.
Well, I'm saying that it's okay to date people younger than you are. You know, I've done it once in my life. I won't do it again, but I've done it once.
Oh, sheesh. You won't do it again? Dang.
Nah. You either gotta be my age or older. It's a whole nother different maturity level.
You said that and 3 people left the rooms. She was playing, fellas. Come back. She was playing.
Hey, Day.
She was just joking. Y'all can come back.
Jada said what she said, and we believe her. Do you honestly believe that, Davida? Like, for real? And congratulations, Davida.
Congratulations, Davida.
She just had a baby. So congrats. I'm not believing all of that Jada's trying to spew out her mouth. Yo,
not.
Just own it. Yeah, I don't believe that.
She said she wasn't
and
happy.
Then you can tell that
she was not happy. She didn't know how to be happy. So it was nothing that Will could do to give her happiness because she didn't know for herself what she wanted. So then she saw she saw that young tenderoni laying up in the bed sick, and she nursed him back to health. And she said, "This is my calling. My calling is to nurse.
It's to mother him.
It's to
mother him.
My calling is to use my vajayjay to bring men back to their true being of essence."
Well, David, what was so believable about that? Because I didn't believe it. I saw it. I thought the whole interview was hilarious. I was laughing at Will Smith and his faces. Yo, it was funny to me. I thought it was hilarious. She found temporary happiness and she owns it. Men do it all the time. She didn't really own it. She tried to call it
always trying to throw men doing something all the time. Enough is enough. Stop trying to always blame us. We don't do it all the time. And if we did do it, y'all probably let them get away with it. That's why they did it in the first place.
I think that even when you go back and you look at some of the things that Will and Jada, some of the interviews and stuff like that, Will always, like, they had the comparison between Tupac and Will Smith, and that's just no comparison to me. And
why would they compare it to Tupac and Will?
Because they said that Jada had a special type of relationship with Tupac, and he did a interview. Will Smith did this interview when they were coming out with Bad Boys. He did an interview, and he stated himself that he felt like he would never compare to the relationship that Jada and Tupac had.
Okay.
And no matter what he did, that's why he really never wanted to meet him or anything like that, because he couldn't compare to what them two had. Now, what they had, I don't know, because he didn't get into what
he got the magic stick. You make it once, they go twice. They show the magic stick. Would be come to unite. You show your magic. Magic. He got the magic stick.
No, No, I don't know. And this was recently because when did Bad Boys come out? What, a year ago?
Nah, Bad Boys came out in January,
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that long ago when he did that
right before
interview.
COVID.
And I thought it was, I thought it was hilarious, but he has said that more than one time. So I don't know if he feel like Jada settled for him because Tupac is no longer in existence
But
anymore.
Tupac been not in existence before they got married.
That's
Yeah,
true. But I'm just saying, is like, because why would you always compare yourself to another man? Makes no sense to me. I'm not gonna compare myself to no other female. I don't care what type of relationship you got with whomever. Okay? I'm gonna just put that out there. I'm very confident in me.
she's like, I'm the best thing you ever
I
had.
ain't gonna sure. I'm gonna always let you know it's a privilege to date me. So let's get with it.
Watch out. Watch out now. She says it's a privilege.
That's right. It's a privilege. Don't play with me.
Uh-oh, here go Davita.
All right, Davida. My question is why y'all never say anything when men are caught cheating, but as soon as a woman does a little entanglement, it's the end of the world. Double standards. I don't think that. I think that it's a two-way street.
And I don't even think
It's
it's that even that
it's just that
serious.
right now, yeah, I don't think it's that serious either. Like I said, I thought it was hilarious, but right now, Will and Jada is the hottest topic popping with this,
Over
and I
some
think it's more or
4-year-old
less that
news.
she tried to put the entanglement um thing, which made it even more hilarious. I thought it was
I
funny.
think it was
I don't take this situation serious at
I
all.
think it was more. I think it was more because Will and Jada was the golden couple. They were they were relationship goals, even with the whole suspicion of the open marriage and the rest of the stuff. They still were very much relationship goals. There was nobody in Hollywood. I don't even think there's still anybody in Hollywood that's together as long as them. So to see that old snap, the perfect couple that a lot of you females out here basing your relationships off of, wasn't
They, the,
wasn't perfect.
nobody nobody has a perfect relationship. Nobody has, there's no such thing as the perfect couple. It's just that they kept their business out of the media.
Because it
Was
wasn't nobody's
another
business but
party
their
put
own.
it in there.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's whether they celebrities or not. It's really nobody else's business what I do unless that person decides to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way it becomes anybody business is if you put it out there. People need to learn that your relationship is your relationship. Your entanglement is their entanglement. Why is it anybody else's business what your relationship is based on? That's somebody else's business except yours. She said, but Davida says, but they've always been open about their swinging. I grew up thinking their marriage lasted so long because they had an open one. Mm, I don't think because sometimes swinging work and sometimes it don't. Sometimes I mean, because I have heard a lot of different stories about couples, married couples that have done swinging and that are celebrities. Because you have what's the chick that was on Real Houses of is it the Real Housewives of Atlanta, married to the guy from Belle Biv DeVoe, um, Ronnie DeVoe. That's his name, right? From Belle, the skinny, light
Yes.
skinned guy. All right, his wife was on Housewives, and she said that they with somebody else, and it almost broke up her marriage. Then you got Will and Jada, who openly said they're swingers, but you don't really know what the effects of it was because they never spoke about it. Because it was nobody's business, to be honest. April says no one's perfect, so the perfect relationship doesn't exist. I'm all for doing what you want and setting your own standards in your relationships, and I love it. Exactly. I mean, if you cool with your wife or your husband having sex with other people within y'all, that's your business. That's what y'all cool with.
Oh,
Some people
all
don't
right.
mind it.
Come on, stop
Who
it.
do?
April full of it. April, cut it out. Cut it out. Because you were just on the show. You were just on the show the other week talking about the gentleman was hollering. He had a whole ring on his finger, and you just walked away because you don't, because that's not the game you playing, and men be playing these games and la 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 and blue blue blue. But then you just said, so how you know that him and his wife ain't had an open relationship? That he was trying to bring you home to get entanglement with him and his wife. Now you all for the standards that people place in their relationship. So what if his wife told him to go on out there, listen, I'm tired of giving you butt. I need to take a nap. Go on out there and get you some butt so I can go to sleep. And gave him permission. He out there looking at you like, oh shoot, look at Shorty over here. She's thick. She's thick and juicy. Let me go holler at her. My wife told me it was okay.
No, I mean, everybody's different though. You know what I'm saying? It's all in what you choose to do. Some people don't agree with swinging, and then I don't think, and I think it's more of a man that won't agree with it than a female that won't agree with it. That's just me personally.
I think that
But
a man.
because men don't want that vision of another man having sex with their wife.
Right.
That's just how I
No,
feel.
but
You know what
but
I'm
because it's more likely that a female is going to go out and carry on the sleeping with the gentleman more than the man will do it.
open relationship. So it's not like you don't know about it. You know about it, and you cool with it.
No, you
So
cool
do it
with it.
matter if they have sex or
No, you
you
cool
having
with
sex?
it. You cool with it when you talking about we're doing this together. But a female is going to be more likely to sneak out and like, yo, we going to do this. I'm going to keep doing this.
And a man not.
He it's a chance he'll do it, but he's gonna. It's a chance that he's gonna do it, but it's a bigger chance that she's gonna just sneak out because she don't want to look like a loose booty in front of her man.
Whatever. That is so not true. Y'all men are very insecure when it comes to that. And even if she did, it's not like she's doing anything wrong at the end of the day. Once you agree to like be okay with your woman dealing with other men, then it's no holds bar.
Really?
I could do whatever I
No,
want
nope,
to do. I could do whatever I want to
nope.
do.
There's supposed to be rules to this junk. I wrote you a manual. It's
There
like the
are
10
rules
crack
to
commandments.
it.
There's rules to this. You don't just go. You don't just say, "All right, babe, you straight. We gonna go out. We gonna go to this swingers event. I'm gonna jump up in some of JJ. You gonna get you some magic stick, and then it's no holds bars from there on out. No, you already know. There's rules to it. It's not gonna be like, all right, this dude really got the magic stick. So you know what? I'm gonna slip him my number and meet up with him in 2 or 3 days. Without my husband, no. If that's not how it works. You can't swing.
But why
You can't
not?
swing solo.
Well, why
Swinging
not?
solo.
If you
Swinging solo.
because once you that's like opening up Pandora box.
Right.
You're okay with it. So once you're okay with me dealing with different men within our marriage, as long as you so called know about it, what's the problem?
As long as you know about it. But once you start going outside of stuff that I don't know about, then that's a problem.
But you know about, okay, so if you have someone else that you decide to be with, right? And I know about it, and you know about do whatever. We go do our thing, and I say, all right, I still want to see dude, and I see dude again, and I see dude again, and I see. So every time I see dude, I gotta tell
Right.
you why.
Because that's how it works.
You was okay.
No, because when we decided to go to the park and get on the swing, we went to the park together. Now you done circling back and going to the park by yourself. That's a problem.
So you have to be involved every time I choose to want to be with dude.
Right. That's how it's supposed to be.
No, it
That's
don't.
how. Yeah, it is. Now you cheating. Now you swinging solo. Now you don't went to a whole nother park. You don't went to a whole other swing set. You.
No, that's not true though. You don't have to be there for every swing.
No, but you should know. You don't have to be there for it, but you should know about the swing. You should be knowing who's pushing you on the swing. Are they giving you front pushes or are they giving you back pushes? I need to know that.
All right, so would it be a problem? Okay, would it be a problem with the swinging thing if I just want to keep dealing with the same dude over and over and over again? You gonna feel some type of way about that?
Now you're in an entanglement because now you turn this into a relationship. Now you being greedy.
There's entanglement there. Where did you get the entanglement from?
Cat.
You know about it. I'm letting you know. Like, look, I'm going to be with dude over here. So you know about it. What's the problem?
The prophet said you've been eating all your life now. Stop being greedy.
Stop being
Keep
greedy.
it real, partner. Give to the needy.
It's not being.
You're being greedy. That's what you're doing. You can't. You trying to take one instance or something that we said, hey, we're going to try together and see if we like this together. Now, what happens when I say, you know what, this was a different experience. I'm not cool with it. I don't like this experience. But now you don't. But you talk about, well, I like it. I'm gonna keep going. I want to keep going back to do. That's a problem, and you know it is.
Now that's an entanglement.
Right,
okay?
that's what you
That's
is. That's what you about to do. You in an entanglement. You getting all entangled. You know, I want to keep going to dude. I want to keep going to dude. I'm building this thing with dude. Me and dude. You entangled, sis.
Say it's whatever you accept. So if you had accepted it from the door, now all of a sudden you don't want to accept it no more, that's not right.
What are you talking about? We accepted it as something we was going to do together, not something that we was going to do separately.
Yeah, but you're not gonna always be around when the deed is being done. Just like vice versa, a woman ain't gonna always be around when the deed is done. That's why it's called swinging.
No, it's not called. It's not called swinging because you're not gonna be around. It's a couples. It's a couples thing. You can't swing solo.
You can swing solo because you swinging with the other person that you swinging with.
No.
Yeah, you don't always have to be in the same room.
You bugging, sis.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm dead ass.
You bugging.
April says, April wanna know how you swinging, Derek.
How who swinging?
She said how you swing, Derek.
Oh, does she need to be in the inbox and find out?
All right, April, he has answered your question, girl. He's trying to get into an entanglement. All right now. All right. Y'all better stop that. Ain't nobody hitting nobody inboxes right now, okay? Let's not do that. April said it's 4 people. I know it's 4 people, April. I'm just putting out different scenarios of how swinging could actually go.
Here, look.
Hold on. It starts with 4.
Look, swinging is a type of relationship where 2 partners mutually agree to have sexual relations with others. And no.
Exactly.
Swingers can cheat too if they do not work in close liaison and keep secrets.
So therefore, like I just said, you don't always have to be present.
No, but
swinging.
If it says mutually agree to have sexual relations with others. So at the moment when I say, you know what, I tried it and I don't like it, then it's time for you to put dude's number in your roller and erase dude's number out your phone.
But it's a discussion.
What do you mean it's a discussion? It's not a discussion. It's
It's
ultimately we both have to
discussion.
two partners
It's gonna be discussion.
mutually agree. Two
Yes,
partners.
and you have to mutually agree to end it.
Right. No, we
You
mean.
can't just, like,
No.
you can't just end the season because you don't like the fact that my wife keep going back to this one dude.
No, that's not true. It says mutually
No, you
agree
can't
to
do that.
have. So when I stop mutually agreeing to have, that means it stops.
No,
Yes,
don't.
it
Because
does.
you're not the only one that has a say. Because what if she don't want to
It
stop?
has to be an agreement.
And I think that's what happened with Will and Jada. They were swinging, and she kept swinging with August.
Now, August.
And he was like, hold on, pump them brakes. Because I don't know about y'all, but did anybody see the picture of August when he was in the boxes? Good Lord
Here we
Jesus.
go.
And I think that's what it was.
I told you she has a gift,
'Cause-
and her vagina is here to
because
nurse young men back
August
to
got
health.
swinging too.
Yeah, I'm saying, Jada, I'm feeling sick myself. If you were still in the healing ministry, if you are in the healing ministry, Jada, I'm feeling, I'm feeling
just
unwhole
saying, though, you know
at
what
the
I'm
moment.
saying? I don't know. I don't know if everybody saw that picture of August in the boxes, but August is definitely got something that he's swinging in
Oh
between her
God,
legs.
here's this one.
So I can see why the relationship was a relationship. That the swinging. She was swinging more towards that way.
I can't.
I'm just saying, you know. Oh, sugar now. Yeah, August is he is a handsome. He's a handsome young man.
But he's out of your age group, so.
He's definitely out of my age group now. Method Man is not out of my age group. He's actually older than me. Okay?
Mm-mm.
But I get it. You know, these young Thundercats out here, I definitely understand. But I'm not jumping in those waters ever to me.
Yeah, not today.
Nah, that's a nah. Honestly, you really can't. You can't deal with people that's so much younger than you. You just can't do it. It's a maturity level that has to be had, because you know at a certain age, you up here in your 40s. How old is Jada and them? Like in their 40s, almost in their 50s, and you sitting up here messing with somebody that's in their 20s. Seriously, only thing that boy good for is sex.
But yeah,
That's
but
it.
now that's where the double standard comes in at. That's what we consider as a double standard, because if you look at it, if that was Will messing with someone 4 years ago, this dude is what, 22, 20, he's like what, 20,
Yeah.
he's like 22 or 23. So 4 years ago, this cat was like 19.
Exactly.
So that's where the double standard come in, because if it was Will that slept with a 19-year-old little girl, then he would be considered a pedophile or a predator. But nobody's saying nothing about Jada being a predator. Nobody's not talking, coming out with no Lifetime special on Jada Smith Pinkett.
Either way you swing it, you want it, it's nasty. If you
Surviving
it's
Jada,
nasty.
that's what it should be called. We got a new special coming out called Surviving Jada. Let's get to the real of the realness of it. 19-year-old, she jumped on. She was like, you know what? I need to heal him. I need to heal this 19-year-old with my mature cootie cat.
That's just nasty. I mean, he was basic. He was a baby. At the end of the day, he was a baby, and that's all you could really have with somebody. I don't know how she had a relationship.
She was looking for happiness.
I just don't get it.
He was making her happy. She felt happy because she was helping him. It's called the heroes complex. So she was happy. She found happiness in helping someone become better than who they are. It's just the same way, like a lot of you females, when y'all take up these projects of these men who you think has so much potential, and then you get mad when they reach that potential and leave you high and dry. Is you take on these projects because you feel like these projects give you some sort of fulfillment. And that's exactly what happened with Jada. She took on this project thinking that he was giving her, and she found temporary happiness and seeing him get better and becoming becoming his full potential.
First of all, I don't know where that come from because I'm not about to. I can't. I don't understand that concept. I ain't taking out nobody project. Yo, you either gonna come already built or we can't rock. Like who that now, especially when you grown and you got your own kids that you taking care of. Like no. But hey, to each his own. Do you? That's all I can say. I can't. I can't mother no grown ass man. You. That's done. that's over. You either you know right from wrong already. Not doing that. But it is what it is, and it's what it is. And that at the end of the day is just what it is. But I think Will and Jada need to stop it with the entanglement. And I don't really think she cheated. If they were separated at the time that they had this relationship, then it's not really considered cheating.
Right.
And
I completely agree.
I guess not considered cheating. And was no reason for them to come to the table with it. It's nobody's damn business. Whether she messed with him, if she did mess with him, it's nobody's business. Keep your business out of. Stop making yourself spectacles for people to judge. Because, like I said, I'm judging it because the shit is hilarious. Excuse my language. Sorry, it's hilarious. It's funny to me. But I don't think it's funny to Will Smith, though. I think that Will Smith is definitely still hurt. I do. I think he's still hurt by that. But that's what happens when you open that swinging door. Y'all man better cut that out because most of the time when it comes to swinging, it's the man that really wants the swinging. Sometimes it's the female.
Right.
But it be that man because he want to dip and dive and he think that his goody two-shoe wife ain't going to reciprocate that. Yes, I will. You open that door, I'm going to walk right through it.
See?
Therefore, don't open doors that you really don't want open because you want to go do your thing. And that's the same thing with a female. Don't open those doors to that swinging business if that ain't what you truthfully want. Just peacefully say your piece and go on about your business. Because once you accept the fact that your woman deals with other men, that's what you accepted, and that's how she gonna always play you on it because you have accepted it already. You have accepted it, so you open that door for her to deal with whoever she want to deal with, whenever she want to deal with it, and tell you about it, and you're gonna still be okay with it, and you're still gonna be with her. So you can't get mad about it, you can't complain about it. When you laying in the bed by yourself and she out with dude, don't have no feelings because that's what you accepted. Hold yourselves accountable for the stuff that you accept.
You're right about that. I have to agree. Wholeheartedly.
Hell, sometimes you can't always just close Pandora's box. It just don't work that way.
Nope. You gotta leave it. Leave it right where it's at.
That's how it gotta be. Because with women and men, when it comes to them having different relationships or whatever, or when you're in a relationship, but now you're dealing with other people outside of your relationship, it becomes a difficult triangle because women will catch feelings and then they're like, oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what I want to do. And it causes a bigger issue. And I don't know how quick men catch feelings, because sometimes y'all catch feelings too. But it's still open. It opens up the door for a whole lot of
feelings when it get when the cootie is just really really good, and then you giving it on a regular basis. That's when.
Well, that's when y'all catch
y'all
feelings.
The feelings get caught.
But for a female, it's a little different. They, it starts out something, and then here you go with this. I'm confused. Now I'm in love with two men, and I don't know who to pick and choose. I don't know if I want to be with my husband. I don't want to know if I want to be with dude over here. Like, no, don't accept it from the door. If you're not willing to accept the consequences of doing that, don't do it at all. Period. Don't do it at all.
I could agree with that.
Look at Will and Jada. Take that. Y'all want to be Will and Jada? Y'all want that relationship? Take that out of that relationship. Don't do it.
That's the $1 million question. Like, how many people still saying Will and Jada are relationship goals? Because now it's real.
It was never my relationship goal. I mean, what you see out, what they portray in the social media world is not how you don't never know what's really going on in somebody's house because you don't live there.
Right.
That's just like when everybody was like, "Oh, the Beyonce and Jay-Z." Oh my God, they was like the hip hop. I want to be them couple, but then boom, he look at Jay-Z cheating, and look at Beyonce. She went through her drama with him, but she rolled it out.
Yeah, Solange did too. Solange was like, "Do do do do."
You stupid.
Every
I go, you want to cheat about this?
Right.
Take this uppercut.
She's like, she might let it slide, but I got you, sis. Doop doop.
And apparently, they say Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
Right. That's why she hit him.
And nobody.
She hit him with a 4-piece in the elevator. She was like, doop 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 doop. She just jumped on that cat.
But nobody truthfully, honestly knows what they had to go through to get to where they are today. It was a choice that she made to stay with him. And you still don't really know if they really the happy couple that they portray in social media. Because nobody lives in their home. Because
Will and Jada made the blueprint for it. Yeah, Will and Jada made the blueprint from it. They're just Beyonce and Jay-Z are just following a blueprint that already been stated out there that works, that's tried and true. Yes, the only reason why the infidelities came out, or she even had to come out with a whole album on the infidelities, was simply because she had to explain why her sister went Mike Tyson on them at the event. If the sister should have been reading the book, because there's always that one person, there's always that weakest link that messed stuff up. That's what it is. Like Solange was the first August. That's all to it. Like August should have known. Let me play my position. I got the cootie. I'm that dude. Like me and my close friends know I was smashing out Jada. That's it. He didn't have to come out to the world. Same thing for like Solange. Solange knew, like, boom, I didn't have to hit him with 4 pieces, a 4-piece and a biscuit. And just stayed on the elevator like everything's all fine and dandy. Like it wasn't gonna be cameras around catching the fact that I done hit this piece with a 7-piece. Like she was mad. Like that video, I still play back in my head. I think.
But that's what you gotta understand. Why
I still think I think Jay-Z still wake up in the middle of the night like Solange.
But you gotta understand why she was mad, because that's her sister, and nobody wants to see their sister get dogged out. You know what I'm saying? Just as well, just like these men. No true. Like I don't. I got brothers. My brothers don't never want to see their sister get dogged out, and if they find out, hey, sometimes it happens. Somebody gonna run up in your mouth. Listen, it is what it is, and it do what it do. You don't ask them to get involved; they involve themselves.
Oh yeah, you gonna come get this.
So that's why sometimes it's not even good to tell your family what's really going on, because then you never know what repercussions gonna come from it. You just never know. But people got to stop basing their relationships on what they see these celebrities doing, because you don't live in these people's house. Their job is to always put a front on for the people. Nobody knows exactly what goes on in these
Exactly.
people's houses.
And that goes
So,
all
like
the way
I
back to
said,
Ike and
Beyonce
Tina.
and Jay go out here in the public. Exactly. They go out here in the public. They smile. They ching ching. But how you know in their house, as big as their house is, they ain't
Mm-hmm.
sleeping in separate rooms. You know, it's all a front because they still that money still got to come in, and they still want people to idolize them as
Right.
what they say. And yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little of this, and I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give you some lemonade, and I'm gonna do this and do that. But at the end of the day, you honestly really don't know if they're really, really in a happy marriage. It's just what they are putting out there on social media to keep y'all interested in them. They have to stay relevant
Right.
no matter what. Yeah, because otherwise, who they ain't gonna have no money. Because ain't nobody gonna want to be bothered. They're gonna become has-beens. They don't need no more money, but you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's called staying relevant. So you can't base your relationship on what you see from these
Absolutely right.
celebrities. Handle your own handle. Handle your relationship the way you want to handle your relationship. But hold yourself accountable for every decision that you make and everything that you accept. Because let me tell you something, once you accept it and you leave that door wide open, don't be mad with what come walking through
When August come
it.
early.
I'm trying to tell you something. Be careful. I always say be
When
cautious.
August come early. August
Honey,
came in
honey.
July. Like, why
Summer
are we
came
talking about
through
August
too.
and July?
Well, I think,
Yep.
is this our hour? Our hour is up. It was a wonderful entanglement. But the moral of the story is there's no such thing as an entanglement. Your relationship is your relationship. Stop putting people in your relationship business. There is no reason to be out here letting everybody know everything about you if you don't want
Right.
people to know it. Mind your
That's all
business,
to it.
people. Mind your business. Handle your relationship and hold yourself accountable for whatever decisions that y'all choose to make within it. And then y'all won't have to be like Will and Jada coming to the table trying to now explain why
Right.
this is happening. So, Derek, you
Nope,
got
you said it
anything to
all.
say? And on that note, y'all, hit us up on Facebook, on YouTube, like and subscribe, and on Instagram, follow us on Instagram or under Kandid Conversations. Thank y'all for watching. God bless. Good night. Peace.
Candid Conversation.